Hi, this is Lee Ellis with another installment of Leading with Honor Coaching. Well, today I'd like to share a little bit about the Platinum Rule. Now, the Platinum Rule can be a little confusing because it sounds in many ways like the Golden Rule, but it kind of has a flip, and I see people get a little turned around on it. The Platinum Rule says, do unto others as they would like to be done unto. So it's about the other person, and how can you be effective with the other person? It's really a very effective rule and a very effective thing that you can apply in all your relationships as a leader, at home, as a parent, whatever. In every situation and relationship, the Platinum Rule can help you be more effective. So what is it? Well, doing unto others as they would like to be done unto. We talk about this in all of our training, and it really is a very powerful tool for people once they see it. We actually have in our new book, the Leadership Behavior DNA, Discovering Natural Talents and Managing Differences, that managing differences is very much about the Platinum Rule and being able to respond to people and manage people the way that works for them. Now, let me give you a couple of examples. Well, outgoing, engaging people versus reserved, more introverted people. Well, the reserved introverts really is a little bit scared when this outgoing, enthusiastic person comes bringing a lot of emotion and fun and talk into their office. Too many stories. They just want the facts, and you move on out of my office so I can get back to work. So when I go to someone's office who's an introvert or a reserved person, I go in, I hit the things that I have to hit, and I get out of their office as quickly as possible. I give them the facts, the details. If they want to know more, I give it to them, but then I move on. If I'm working with an outgoing person, we need to be enthusiastic. I want to have some energy, positive, upbeat, maybe a little fun, maybe a story, some emotions is helpful. That is going to engage them in a way that it would have been a turnoff to the reserved person. So understanding how I can relate to these two different people is very important. Now let's take another situation where we've got often see an ops and sales. The operations people tend to be more methodical, more practical, more organized, more detailed. They like specifics. They don't like generalities. But your salespeople on the outside, they deal a lot in generalities. And that really goes with their natural wiring. Their DNA behavior is more general, more conceptual, more big picture, whereas the operations people tend to be more methodical, more practical, and more structured. So going into that, what we've seen is that sometimes in the organization, they'll be in a battle because they're just not doing the Platinum Rule. If the salespeople can learn to give the operations people specifics, data, and pieces of information they can use, that's very helpful. They like that. But they don't like what they call hot air. On the same way, the salespeople, you start talking to them in detail and you can just go to see their eyes are just going to kind of fog over because their brains are really not wired usually. Most of them are pretty outgoing and spontaneous. Their brains are just not wired to handle a lot of detail at one time. Give them the big picture and then let them work down into some details. That's the Platinum Rule. Do unto others as they would like to be done unto. And that's hard for us. We kind of assume that everybody's like us, or they should be, of course, but in reality, they're not. And it really comes down to, do you want to be effective? Do you want to have influence? Well, if you do, pick up on the Platinum Rule and start doing unto others as they would like to be done unto. And there's a lot of help for that in this new book, Leadership Behavior DNA, Discovering Natural Talents and Managing Differences. Hope you'll check it out. Check it out on our website. And give us your story about what you learned about applying the Platinum Rule.